Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons, where you can sign up to be a member of the Shannons Club, your local Holden certified service centre, Pace Farm the enjoyable egg, and Heron Forbes Machinery House, where you can buy online. G'day, I'm Fletch and welcome as I bring you back to New Zealand for the 2024 Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival in this week's Classic Restos. Today's Friday, bit of a setup day here at Kumeu, and of course this event is not possible without sponsors, and I don't usually do this, but it's only right to give these people some recognition for their ongoing support here at Kumeu. It's thanks to Repco, Jack Daniels, Battery Town, Petrolhead, Shock Shop and Classic Cover Insurance here in New Zealand. And now it's on with the show. The Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival has definitely transformed into a leading static classic vehicle event. You want to know one thing I love about it? It's laid back. Nothing is intense here and the 3 days just flow along. There's always stacks of entertainment, and on these 2 episodes I'm about to bring you, I will show you some of it. From the happenings out on the field to the People's Choice Awards in the show shed, Kumeu has something for just yourself, friends, partner and everyone in your family. And as we make our way through the 2024 Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival, how are you, Thomas?
Good, yourself, Fletch?
Good, mate, good. Barbecues and more. You might be thinking, why barbecues? Well, there's around 100 trade sites here available every year at Kumeu. Classic vehicles, barbecue food, yeah, they go pretty well hand in hand. What are you trying to sell this weekend, Thomas?
Just a few barbecues, bring some happiness, joy to the faces of Kiwi people, and yeah, let's get the barbecue going for the season.
I love that approach.
Yeah, and let's have a few beers. Why not?
Just give us a rundown, say, on a couple of your products, Thomas.
Yeah, so we're doing the Oklahoma Joe series, Yoda series, which comes out of America. Then we've got our own brands of stainless steel, so 3 or 4 barbecues, whether it's big pit smokers or gas barbecues, charcoals, 57 kettles, anything you can imagine. Yeah. All the above, yeah. So come visit us and shop or here at the show and let's see what we can do for you.
How cool is that? This is how diverse Kumeu is. It's not just about cars, bikes or the odd truck. There's just so much diversity here. Thomas, I wish you all the best for the weekend, mate. I hope you do really well.
All the best. Take it easy. Good luck for the show.
Thank you, mate. And moving around the traders, from just north of Diddy Grabber Thistle, we have Jan. How are you?
Good, thanks, Fletch.
That's good. You're working hard setting up. I see signs, you've got T-shirts, you've got hats out the front. Looks like an amazing stand.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of hard work that goes behind the scenes. But yeah, it looks good. I'm pretty happy.
How many years has this stand been at Kumeu?
Over 20 years, I believe. Yeah, so Gene has been doing it since about 1979. So he travels all around the place.
And this year, unfortunately, some bad news on Gene.
Unfortunately, Gene passed away just after Christmas, so Craig and I are filling in. And yeah, it's real sad.
That's lovely, Jan, to carry Gene's tradition.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I think he'd appreciate it. Yeah. So, and hopefully everyone will come out and support us. Yeah, support Jan and Lo. Yeah. Good
on you, Jan. Well, it is Friday, the setup day, so we'll let you get back to it. And I wish you all the very best for this big weekend that's ahead of you.
Thank you, Fletch. Yep. Right. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome, and thanks again for carrying on Gene's tradition here.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
These trade sites here at Kumeu, they just keep getting better and better. Here at More Pork. How you doing, Clint?
Good, Fletch. Yourself?
Great, mate. What's cooking?
I got a little bit of this and that. Everything for the show this weekend. A little bit of pork belly, some pulled pork, some ribs.
Tell us the procedure, mate. What do you got to do to get that going?
Well, first we grab the meat, season her up with all of our rubs that we use in-house. We make them all in-house, so that's good. Then we throw it on there and we just start cooking it, have a beer, cook it some more, When it's got the right colour, wrap it up, put it back in, let it cook some more.
I'm sorry to hear that you're doing it so hard, Clint.
Oh, you know, it's a tough life.
These furnaces, what's the go with the temperature? How long do you leave it in there for?
We run somewhere between 250 and 300 Fahrenheit to get the end product we want, and we don't want to drink too many beers while we're doing it.
The smell around this place, you've got to be here. Unbelievable. Now, it is going to get better because I believe Fletch is in for a bit of a sample. Is that right there, Clint?
That's what I heard too.
What do you got in mind?
I thought maybe we'd just give you a small box of ribs and see what happens.
Yeah, right. I'll be in for that, mate. I wish you all the very best for this weekend. This is the Friday, the setup day here at Kumeu, and you're in for a big couple of days, I think, Clint.
Oh, we hope so. Yeah. Just watch your white shirt, eh?
Well, mate, and listen, I really do appreciate that the barbecue flavoured aftershave you're wearing. That really works well.
Yeah. I've been preparing that all week.
Good on you, Clint. Keep up your great work here, mate.
No worries, we'll do.
Cheers, mate. Good morning, Andrew. Complete with the Classic Restos hat. I noticed that a small finch flew out of your beard there. How are you this morning?
G'day, Fletch. It's good to see you again here, mate. It's something we seem to catch up with every year. Yeah. And as for my finch, if you can send the damn thing back, that would be appreciated. I think he likes you.
It's obvious. The finch has departed from the beard. It's just too scared to come back. It's obviously branched out into other areas, Andrew.
Well, this is right, and it's its own bird too, you know. Yeah.
It'd have to be.
Yeah.
Now,
it's been with me for many years. Yeah.
Now, on to the serious stuff. Tell us about this 1930 A model beater. Have a go at this.
Well, basically, Fletch, it's exactly as you see. It's a 93-year-old survivor car, and I wanted to be one of those guys that I saw here last year. There's about 5 Model A Roadster pickups that were getting around, and they just old beater survivor cars like this, and I went, that's way cool. And opportunity presented itself around about May, June last year, where another hillbilly out my way, out in the hills of Wine Arrow, he had this thing for sale, and I had no money. So he said to me, he says, I'll tell you what, he says, I'll swap you that Model A for some rust work on my 72 Chevy pickup. And I says, oh God, don't do that. So in a nutshell, so what you see is pretty much what I got. I've had to put distributor and model and a carburetor into it, and I put the 35 Ford wire wheels onto it. This is its first event, so first time out.
Andrew, wonderful catching up with you again. As you can see, Andrew puts a lot of attention to detail into everything that he does, especially the effort he's gone to with the Classic Restos hat there. Thanks again, mate.
Yeah, mate, and thanks for the sponsorship of the hat. And do you want this hat back at all, or?
I spend a lot of time out here. The RT Charger's the real deal. An E49. Remember A-Charger? I've always got projects on the go, so Shannon's laid-up cover helps protect my restorations. I'm Mopar through and through. It's a passion Shannon's understands. I wouldn't insure my cars and bikes with anyone else.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
When it comes to cars, there are some brands that will remain with us forever, no matter what. The Holden was always Australia's own car, held high in the hearts of many. Those lines, that chrome, the stories around them, and the people that owned them. From the classic through to the final, you can still trust in genuine Holden and AC Delco parts, available through the Holden Certified Service Network. In 2024, why not consider a Detroit tour with Fletch? Detroit, the automotive epicenter. It will leave you gobsmacked. Imagine experiencing where automotive history on a grand scale began. Stay in fine accommodation, taking in some of the best museums and private car collections on the planet. Book your 2024 Detroit tour with Fletch. Email fletchtours@mail.com. Here we are, Saturday, day 2 of the 2024 Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival, making our way through the grounds. This is a big day Saturday. It's when everything ramps up here at Kumeu. Usually there's a lot of big cars, high horsepower cars, stock cars, restored cars. It's not very often we get to see the smaller cars turn up, and the Mini Club of Auckland are here. How are you, Derek?
Yeah, good, thanks, Fletch. We're doing really well.
Thanks for turning up at Kumeu this year.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been here actually as a club. So we have lots of individuals who've come in, but today we've put a club display on.
Yeah. It just goes to show it's not always about the big cars, and it's great to see you here. You've got a really nice lineup of minis here. You guys have got a great following, don't you?
We've been going for over 25 years, so we've established a good thing, and we cater for all minis, standard, stock, mod, anything. So yeah, we cater for the whole works.
That's very cool, Derek. I have to make comment on one of the cars lined up here. The one in front of us there, as found.
As found, barn find, exactly those words, because that's where it was found, running and being kept in its condition.
What's the year model on that, Derek?
That one's about a 70.
And the badging, a little bit different there on the tailgate as to what we may have seen in Australia. Was there different badging for the minis sent here to New Zealand?
Yeah, the New Zealand minis did have, we were different names in some cases to some of our minis, but you'll see it's just an 850, but this one came out originally with the automatic.
Kind of looks pretty cool with those wide steelies there, just to enhance the look a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's how it's come out. I'm not sure if they were in the barn.
And Derek, the car to the left of us here, 1968 Morris Cooper, a Mark II. It's wow, that's in beautiful condition.
Yeah. So, and that is stock. It's an English assembled. You can tell that usually by the orange indicators. That's usually a good sign that it's come direct from England. The New Zealand models came out with the white indicator. So the side lights in this car are in the headlight, not in the indicator.
Yeah, I love this stuff. Getting around talking to the gurus, the people that know about their makes and models of cars. Again, Derek, congratulations to you and the club for turning up here at Kumeu this weekend. It really is one of the largest static events in the North Island of New Zealand these days, and it certainly has evolved to a fantastic event, and it's great that you're a part of it. Obviously, if you want to find information out of any of the car clubs here, check the social media pages for more details. Thanks very much, Derek.
Thank you, Fletch. Pleasure to have been talking with you.
Now, already today we've had the liberty of interviewing Andrew Clatworthy and his original Model A. I think it's fantastic that the Model A Ford Club .co.nz, the Ford Club themselves, are here at Kumeu this year. How are you, Terry?
Fletch, I'm absolutely fantastic.
That is so good. Extra special for you this year because it's your first time here, correct?
First year as a club at the show, yes. Yeah.
Isn't that marvellous? How many people in your club turned up?
We've probably got about 15 so far and still coming. Some of them are still in bed, I think, Fletch.
I think regardless of what brand you like to support, I think most enthusiasts have a respect for the Model T era, the Model A era, such a significant part of international motoring, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. They're a worldwide car and loved throughout the world.
Terry, it's fantastic to see your club here for the first time, 2024 here at Kumeu. How many members in the club and how long has your club been going for?
Oh, our club's been going since 1972. We've got about 250 members currently.
And Terry, many trailered cars, or you guys, you get out and drive them quite often on the roads?
Well, we have a national rally every 2 years here, usually South Island alternating to the North Island, and most of the guys drive. There are a few that trailer them, but I'd say 95% of them are driven from one end of the country to the other.
That's fantastic, isn't it? When you're out on a run, let's face it, if you're going to break down, that's the time to do it because you've got so many people around you and the camaraderie there. So I wouldn't imagine that if a car was on the side of the road, it would be there long. I reckon with combined experience with everyone in the club, you'd be there to help each other like all car clubs, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Man, you wouldn't believe it. If your car breaks down, you can't get near it. All you can see is bums and elbows.
Yeah, you go and have a coffee and have something to eat, let someone else deal with it, right?
Yeah, we all want to fix someone else's car. Yeah.
That's amazing. Terry, could talk to you for ages. Thank you so much. Lovely catching up with you again for the first time here at Kumeu for 2024. Congratulations to your club, making the effort to drive here, being a part of this fantastic event that Ken and Des McGalvin put on each year. So well done, Terry.
Thanks, Fletch. Appreciate it.
And away we go. Time now for a 1985 W model Kenworth. How you doing, Charlie?
Yeah, good mate. Good, Fletch. How are you?
Yeah, great. I love your display.
Yeah, it's a bit of a setup, eh? Sticks out like a sore thumb.
How many times have you seen the movie?
Oh, I've seen it a few times. That's where I got the passion for.
Smokey and the Bandit would have to go down as one of those movies that is just etched into the mind of so many hundreds of thousands of us enthusiasts.
Oh, definitely. Like, you know, even from young kids to blimmin' old guys, everyone knows that movie, you know what I mean? And Burt Reynolds, you know, is a legend in himself, you know. And like I say, I just, yeah, they were crazy. You know, they were just doing crazy stuff for that time of, you know, that time and era. Yeah. And so, yeah, when I decided let's do it, I just thought, yep, let's go all out. So, yeah, we did it. So it's cool. We love it. And this is the first show that we've been to fully set up like how it is now. And it's just going to be used more for shows, and you know, it might do a little occasional work, but yeah, it's just, yeah, but I'll tell you what, she's a mission to clean.
Now, just away from the display a little bit, the history of this 85W model, what can you tell us about the history of this truck?
Yeah, well, it comes with a bit of history actually, because I went to Australia to buy it, because obviously no one wanted to sell their W models here, quite a sought after model. And anyway, so the actual truck was used in an advert for a cigarette heist, and so it's got some history in behind it. And the guy that I bought it off, he knew the whole history on it, and I've got a write up on it and all that. So, and it's yeah, it's going in the trucking magazine, and they've mentioned that it couldn't have been a better fit.
Charlie, been awesome catching up with you, mate. I admire your tenacity and getting the truck on the road and your display. It's awesome. Good on you.
Cheers, Fletch. Appreciate it, mate.
You are seeing just some of the 2024 Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival, and you're seeing it first on Classic Restos. Back with more right after this.
I've been a motoring enthusiast all my life. My Coupe 4 is rare and very special. A real performance car with all-wheel drive grip. I'm not a car club bloke and I don't work on it myself, but I do have a great mechanic. One day, I might even get that HQ. When it comes to insurance, it's got to be Shannons.
Shannons shares your passion. Call Shannons on 13 46 46. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts.
They may not be making the classic Holden anymore, but the legacy lives on. You can still have a Holden certified service using genuine Holden and AC Delco quality parts at over 180 centres across Australia. Go to holden.com.au to find your nearest centre. Book your Holden in, maintain the pride. And of course, if you own a classic, it just has to be insured with Shannons. Why not pick up the phone and give Shannons a call for a quote and a chat on 134646? And signing up to become a member of the Shannons Club has never been easier. For more information, visit shannons.com.au to access Australia's largest automotive online hub. Now, machinery doesn't have to be pretty to be interesting. This is the trump card on all hot rods because this is the history. This is where hot rods began. Back in the days where they were poor guys' toys, to be quite honest. Hot rods started in the United States of America a long time ago when cars were bought from wrecking yards for like $10 and $15. No one actually knows where the term hot rod comes from. This one here in front of me is known as a chassis racer, but the hot rod, the whole point was to make them light so they went quicker. So back in the day, a whole car was bought from the junkyard. Guys took them home, and they took the fenders off them, took the running boards off them. They'd cut things away and remove parts to make them lighter so they'd go faster. And that is where hot rodding began. When we see something like this is obviously a replica. And this particular car, or the chassis racer, was used around 1960. But it'll give you an idea of early hot rodding. We've got our chassis rails, we've got a basic cowl around the engine, of course engine up front, basic seating. We have the original wire wheels that go back to the Model A Ford. And this is a true example of where hot rodding began. It's evolved over many decades, the beautiful cars that they are today, but they wouldn't be with us without the beginnings right here. Well, there's just something about a lady that dresses in theme to match her classic caravan. The classic caravan's a big part of the Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod event each year. How are you, Zoe?
I'm fantastic, Fletch. How are you?
Good, thank you. Great. This is remarkable. Thought I'd pick on you. Came around the corner there, and here you are in all your exuberance. And this is lovely what you've done.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It's been a labour of love for sure, and something we enjoy doing. And
isn't it cool that we're at the era where, well, I suppose the stage where everything can be revamped, everything can be restored, whether it's a classic bike, car, truck, caravan, tractor, the list goes on and on and on. Now, what you've done here, I really love the storyboard you've got there. You've got a few photos happening. Just give us a quick rundown on what it took to get this van to how it is today, Zoe.
blood, sweat and tears. So we bought the van, it's been 6 years now since it's been built. It took us 18 months in total to put together. We bought a $1,600, literally a trailer. It fell apart on the way home, towing it. The thing was falling apart. It was quite scary. But we got it home and started picking it, and you can look through the storyboard to see actually how much work we put into it. It was insane.
When did you first want to do a van? Is it something as a little girl that you've always been fascinated with?
No, it actually started here at this Kumeu Hot Rod Show. We had a massive storm come in, it would have been 7 years ago. There was tents everywhere, everything was wiped out, and it was the last time I said to my husband, I ain't staying here again unless I'm in a freaking caravan, because it was not a fun weekend that weekend. So we went on the hunt. And it sort of began there.
Well, you're durable. I mean, you went through that. It was a bit uncomfortable. You come out the other side. You're still here, turning up at Kumeu, and you've got something now that won't blow away. So I just think that's very cool. Zoe, lovely to meet you. Love what you've done here, and also as well, it's a big congratulations to the Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival 2024, the 30th year. Happy birthday, guys! And Zoe, you've been an integral part of that.
Thank you, and happy birthday to Kumeu. Absolutely, we're here doing it still. So, yeah,
Thanks, Zoe.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
When we are leading up to an event, it takes a lot of work. I sit back and I work out first what event it is, what audience I'm trying to capture myself. I do likes of little things, little trinkets that I put in here. Today's event I wanted to bring smiles to the children that come in, that walk in here. They'd love it. They come in here and they see my little things and they're like, oh, it's so cute, and it's lovely. It's really nice. I really enjoy what I can. Smiling. I love the kids, I love the children, also the adults, that they really get a lot out of it. So what I am giving and what this van means to me is the world. It really does. It's just something, it's an amazing thing to have.
The Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival is well known for its swap sites. In fact, there's around 350 sites available here every year, an opportunity for people to bring their stuff from home and sell it here. What do they say? Someone's junk is another person's treasure. Well, there's around about 15 or 20 acres sitting here with bits and pieces galore. Time now to go take a closer look. Swap sites, walking through, bloke here, got a bag of junk. Who have I got?
Yeah, hi Fletch, Daryl. I've got some rocker covers here. I've got two 302 Cleveland and two 350 Chevy. I'm a Chrysler guy, but this is some real nice wall art.
That's awesome,
put up.
mate.
Yeah.
Good to see that you got yourself covered.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
On you, buddy. Good on you.
Thanks.
See ya.
Have a good one. Thanks for coming over to NZ. Nice.
Yeah, some people aren't too lucky. Some bloke revved the hell out of his engine, revved it and spat all that stuff out on the gravel. He's pushing his car home. Got a blacksmith's going on. James, what are you up to here, mate? What are you making?
I'm just upcycling old spanners into handles. So you drill a couple of holes and put them on your favourite door or something, a man cave door or something.
Yes, mate, you're winding the clock back with this skill.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a skill that's been around for a couple of thousand years or more, yeah.
Mate, you've got the furnace going on there, got all your tools here, got the anvil happening. What a swap site tent this is. Bloke that makes his own stuff, heats stuff up red hot, beats it all out. So, an open-end spanner there?
Yeah. What else do you do with an open-ended spanner, eh? They're good for nothing, but they're good handles, guaranteed to rip the bolt out of the wall before you break the handle, that's real.
There you go, that's amazing. Good on you, mate. I'll let you get back to it. Just something else to see here at Kumeu. It's endless. All right, keep up your great work, James.
Thank you very much, Fletch. Yeah, all good.
There's always something interesting. How cool is this? Aftermarket petrol Bowsers. How are you, Jason?
Good, thank you. Good, Fletch.
So, mate, now, This is extra special because you make these.
Yes. Yep. Make them from scratch, out of bits and pieces.
Tell us some of the advantages of these pumps that you make.
The air and waters, they're actually functional, so they plumb up so you can put them out the front of your shed and run air and water through them, and they look good too. Yeah. And petrol Bowsers, they're based on a 20s or 30s petrol Bowser, and they're pretty cool too. Yeah.
Jason, I think that's very cool what you do. I'm going to give you a plug. Auto Body Restorations. You buy online?
Yes, yep. They're on Marketplace, and I've posted all over New Zealand actually, yeah. Yep.
How long have you been doing it?
Yeah, I started a few years ago. I wanted one and couldn't really afford to buy one, so I thought I'd make one and try and get it to look as close as what the original ones are.
Good on you, Jason. Well done. Thanks for coming on to Kumeu and showing these Bowsers off. Who wouldn't want one of these in the man cave? I reckon they look awesome.
They do. Yeah. Thanks, Fletch.
Good on you, Jason. Keep up the great work.
No worries. Thanks, bud.
Well, there you have it. Just some of the 2024 Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival. On next week's show, as a part 2, we'll be checking out some of the awesome cars in the show shed. Until next week, no matter where you're watching Classic Restos from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch. Thanks for watching. You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Classic Restos TV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons, where you can sign up to be a member of the Shannons Club, your local Holden certified service centre, Pace Farm the enjoyable egg, and Heron Forbes Machinery House, where you can buy online.